Alright, I'm getting everything situated. Looks all good and dandy.
I hope there aren't any ruffians around.
Let's go ahead, grab this, bring all this down, and we'll go ahead and get started. What's up, everybody? My name's Amanda Plays 93. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now today, it's our decorating Fridays as per usual, so not doing anything too crazy. We already got the event done, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's anything in Scrooge's shop, but it's one of those, do I really want to look? Do I really not want to look kind of things? Mainly it's because of the orange frog. Let's be frank. It's the orange frog. The orange frog threw me off on Wednesday, but it turns out a lot of people got that orange frog. Oh no, that was a glitch in the Matrix or what? But let's go ahead and get started with the decorations. Oh, while I'm thinking of decorations and all that, y'all can see what I was doing over here last week. We finished all this up, if y'all remember, but I was currently working on this section here. I got this looking pretty well, I'm gonna be honest. It's very simple. This is the best I could do with this, to be frank, because again, that placement's just not the best placement. I think this turned out pretty cute. Just a little souvenir place, you know, go use the bathroom, check in, all that fun jazz. May put some bushes or something right here. Wonderful. That's a bay. Do I want to do green or my big poofy one that I always love to use? What if we got it in a lighter green? Alright, the light green doesn't look too bad with this. Oh, seriously, I can't get that over the rock a little bit more. Oh, I could... I was gonna say I could push that back, but nope. I guess that goes that idea, to be frank. I was gonna do a big bush, little bush, big bush, little bush thing. Hey, Willie. Welcome to the stream. Came at a good time. We just got started. We're hitting the decorating pretty hard today. Hopefully all is well with you on this nice Friday. Yeah, we may have to do something like that, being that we got these rocks here. Let's see about a tree. Yeah, hopefully this won't take us too long. I just gotta do like one or two things over in this section, and then we can move over. Probably the thieves. Probably the thieves, because I'm really excited to get back onto that one. Let's good to hear, Willie. I'm glad you're having a good Friday. At least somebody is. At least somebody out there in the world's having a good day. Are you having a bully day? A bully. Probably do. Maybe something here? They'll allow me? Yeah, something like that's not too bad. You got Phil's house next to Hades. That's gonna be an interesting neighborship. Let's be frank there. Like, seriously, think about that. Phil living next door to Hades. That's definitely an interesting conversational piece right there. As Phil walks out of his house. Look at that hot-head son of a gun. Hades looks back at Phil. Where's Wonder Boy at? I mean, fair point, man. Fair point. I mean... I mean, seriously, that is a fair point. I mean, why not? Just one of those, like, why not situations. Now, to be honest, I really did think about putting Hades back over here with Hercules and all of them, being that they, you know, group up together, being that they are part of the Hercules update altogether. But I feel pretty satisfied where I put my Hades at with the villains. Could I maybe put... Nope. Put one of the smaller ones, which, that's fine. I don't think I want to go, like, completely around with it. Let me see how this looks, though. Oh, yeah, no, that's way too much. Yeah, I think that would do us just fine. A little bit of a rock path going on. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I never personally played Star Fox myself. All I know is a couple of the memes and stuff from it, but I never really played it. But growing up, that really wasn't, you know, my cup of tea when gaming. I would say my brother was into it too, but I don't think he was either. Oh, can't really do much there because of the placement of this. That's fine. And though Star Fox is a very iconic game, so I see why a lot of people play it. But I hope you're having fun on that game and enjoying it on your Switch. Alright, grab this. And then put this one like back here. Alright, Alright, let me make sure I can get back there. Alright, wonderful. I do believe we're finally done with over here, except for a few little lights. Damn, I really limited on my ancient posts. Thought I had a few more just stashed around. I got this blue one and green one, but I thought I had a spare red one. I guess not. Now let's have it over to the crafting station. I'll go ahead and make me one. I need a few more electrical components. Okay. And I need more electric eels. Damn. Really need to stockpile on some of these. The fourth time. Fourth time. Damn, I didn't realize they remade it that many times. But you know how Nintendo is. Like, seriously, you know how Nintendo is. Once they hit gold, they milk the hell out of that shit. Kind of like with Sony with, like, The Last of Us. How many times did that game get remastered? Reproduced? Greatest hit edition? Same thing, same thing. But, I mean, it makes sense. Once you have gold, why change? Is it the greatest business strat? No, not really. Mainly because once you're kind of stagnant, you don't want to change too terribly much. Because you have that formula. You gotta learn to progress and grow with it. And unfortunately, I do feel like Star Fox, even though I never really played it myself, as far as I know anyway, that when it comes to Star Fox, they really haven't done too terribly much, like story-wise and character-wise and stuff. Like, everyone's been pretty stagnant and pretty much the same. But again, I never personally played it. It's just what I heard from the grapevine kind of things. Before I start, just... Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button. Again, you can always tell when I've been playing Infinity Nikki right before Disney. You can always tell. Because my brain's like, which control scheme do we need to go to? Alright, I need a fishing buddy. Hey, Stitch. And y'all got nothing for me? Stitch has got his ukulele for me. That's about it. But who's complaining? All right. You know, guys, I'm very disappointed that you're not giving me extra of this. The whole reason why I brought y'all into this fold. I guess I'm gonna have to find me an actual fishing buddy. I was hoping the cats would give me something, but nope. What characters are conveniently in the land that are fishing buddies? Let me check over here. I want to say Maui's a fishing buddy. Oh. Never mind, we'll just grab Donald. I know for a fact he's a fishing buddy. Yeah, I remember Star Fox coming out originally on the SNES. And again, like I said, it makes sense why they keep remaking it, because it's basically been passed on through how many generations of consoles? My thing is, when it comes to Star Fox, is yeah, you got the remakes and the remasters and stuff that they keep doing. But has there been any kind of like new stuff, like new characters added, like a new storyline, like just a brand new Star Fox game? Because again, all I hear about Star Fox is a lot of the remasters and recollections, but I am just curious, have they actually made like a new Star Fox game with like new mechanics or storyline, stuff like that? Oh, damn bushes. Don, we may need to craft a fishing potion, because I just need like, I think 6, maybe 8 altogether. When it comes to the electric eels, so I can get that lamp post. Just do it this way. Not today, Ursula. I'm not really in the mood. Alright, let's head on back. And hopefully we can grab a few. Yeah, that was on the GameCube. So was that like one of the last time they tried to do something different? Because the GameCube came out, ooh, early 2000s, very early 2000s. Because I know that blue one's just going to be a normal blue. So let's go on up, see if we can't find aha, basic white. Yeah, and all through there is just gonna give me the piranhas. Wow, so the only time they ever did something that was completely out of the norm. Seriously? I want the salmon. Like I was saying before I got interrupted by the salmon, so you're telling me that they haven't done a completely different story or even tried anything new since that GameCube version? Go ahead and get this. Oh. Alright, last one. Oh, it was one of those situations where it straight up was supposed to be a different type of game, and because it, I guess, didn't hit exactly their criteria they were looking for, they're like, let's just make it a Star Fox game. It's kind of like the movie industry, where they'll write a movie, and then because it doesn't quite hit what the, I guess, the studios are what they're looking for, they want to just case in point, the Hellraiser franchise, very infamous franchise, because one of the biggest gripes, especially near the end of its lifespan, was there was, I think, 3 or 4 different movies that were in that franchise itself that technically weren't even supposed to be part of the Hellraiser franchise. Like, one of them was supposed to be a dark drama detective story, and I guess it just didn't quite hit with the studio, so they're just like, throw Hellraiser in there, make it a Hellraiser movie, and then that's what they did, and the movie just didn't make any sense. As that is the case, and they went kind of similar to like that, it kind of makes sense why it didn't do too well. Can't exactly build up on something that wasn't supposed to be what it is, if that makes any sense. Okay, now we finally got enough, hopefully, to continue. And that kind of sucks, though. Like, the one time they're like, let's try something new, it just didn't pan out because it wasn't technically supposed to be a Star Fox game. Unfortunately, I know a lot of gaming studios, when that happens, though, they go, oh, we tried something new, so we must stick to the formula, so they go back to the formula. Alright, let's get some lightage going on. Trying to think how many I'm probably gonna need. I'm thinking, what, 3? Alrighty. I would want to put some here, but unfortunately, I can't do the perfect symmetric thing because we got this here. Can't really put it here. Oh, I can't put that there either? I guess I'll slide it here, then. I don't know about that. What if we just threw one of these back here? There we go. Kind of hide in plain sight. Alrighty, I think that is good. I like it. It's simple. Get the point across. Perfect. On to the next section. Alrighty, we're gonna probably eat through a lot of pathways today. Which, thinking about that, how much money do I have on me? I'm a little worried about that. I may want to actually go do my pumpkins real quick. Reason why I'm just like, I may want to do my pumpkins, because looking at my pathways and what we got. Of course, we got these two, but I'm gonna need like more than what I got, and I don't know how much money I have if I'm running low or not. I know I'm like kind of teeter-tottering around the million. It's been a couple of days since I started stocking up on my pumpkins. I'm kind of busy with some other games. I haven't really decorated. But my problem is this one may be too like expensive at the end of the day to make. Which we got mainstream street, but I'm not really playing that one. So the first half of the game was like really good, but at just some point it got really bad. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Again, I'm sorry that happened though. Especially since you seem like a big fan of it. At least Star Fox. But I mean, I can kind of get the, not like the sad factor, like, oh my god, because I mean, I understand being disappointed about it, but I don't really see you like being like sad that it wasn't exactly what you thought. Disappointed, sure. Well, there are some people out there who do really get into their games. Trust me, I've had that before when it comes to certain games. I'm just saying, like, you just don't seem like the type who would just get, like, crying because it just didn't go the way you wanted it to. Unfortunately, that's me to a degree. That is me to a degree. And by to a degree, I mean, like, it's like one of those... I'll get more upset because I'll like, have a vision in mind, and then it just doesn't go into fruition. And most of the time, it's not even, like, story-based stuff. It's, like, mainly, like, mechanics that I get more upset about. Like, case in point, we've been playing Grounded recently. Oh, wrong button. We've been playing Grounded recently, and one of the things we just discovered is if you're fighting certain, like, insects and stuff, Hang on. I'm trying to think of the name of this trophy. Face your fears. Face your fears. Case in point, you're fighting one of the arachnids, and you're all in a group together, and you kill the arachnid. Only one person's getting that trophy. The last person who did a hit gets that trophy. And I got so upset about that. And the sad factor is, both Eric and my friend Chris, who were playing with me, they also got upset about that because what had happened was we were searching for something. I got cornered by one of the spiders and figured out that if I stayed in this little tent, they really couldn't get to me. So I was like, you know what? This seems like an easy way to kill these spiders. So I started sitting there and I'm stabbing. I'm going crazy. Eventually they go, man, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing some stuff. I'm killing spiders. So they all came over here. And then, of course, you know, the 2 or 3 big spiders show up and we're fighting. We're doing good. And I'm doing like a lot of damage. They're trying to do the best damage they can as well. And at just some point, the trophy popped for Chris, the trophy popped for Eric, not for me, and then the spiders stopped respawning because we killed that initial group that was over there. And of course, you know, the boys are like, yeah, I got that trophy. Yeah, what about you, Amanda? And I looked down and said, what trophy? They're like, the Face Your Fears trophy. I'm like, I didn't get any trophy pop. They're like, well, you should have. I mean, you helped kill the spider. Looked it up. Nope. So yeah, I got like really, really upset about that, and so did everybody else. They were just like, that's not fair. Like, you came up with the plan, you did the most damage, and yet you're the one who didn't. Like, even Chris pointed it out in yesterday while we were playing. He was like, I find it bullshit that you did the most damage. I got 1 hit on the thing, and it died, and I'm the one that got the trophy. I'm like, that's the way the game's built. But the bright side is the boys feeling so bad about the situation literally let me go back into the game and kill the spiders. And we found an even better plan than I initially came up with. And we wound up getting it, which thank the Jeebus for that. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, it's little mechanic stuff like that that always like irk me and make me upset. So it's never like anything like in like the game story wise where I just go, oh my god, it's not fair. No, it's literally like mechanics such as that really irk me because it's like if you think about it, it really isn't fair. It really isn't, especially if you're in a group game. Everybody should get credit for that, not just one individual. What also didn't help that particular day, too, is because I started my womanhood problems on that exact moment. Like, the exact moment. So I was, like, really, really emotional. Eric came in. It's like, baby, what's wrong? I'm just like, it's not fair. He's like, I know, baby. It's just a game, though. I'm like, I know. It's so stupid to be upset, but... He really did. He felt so bad about that. Like, I know, it's embarrassing to say I cried over a mechanic in the game, but I was very emotional that day. Now, unfortunately, just today, I'm tired again. That's kind of why I'm not full of like my energy and peppiness. That and a couple of other things, but I'm not going to bore you with the whole YouTube shit. Cause that's basically where a lot of my like emotional energy drain just happened. Been trying to, you know, get some stuff up and going, you know, to kind of improve the channel, and it just seems like no matter what I do, I can't seem to get out of this 500 jail thing here, and I'm just like, YouTube Studio, what am I doing wrong? They're like, you're doing nothing wrong. I mean, you could improve on this, this, and this. I'm like, all right, how can I improve on it? Make better thumbnails. What else can I do to improve on it? And it's just like, it's aggravating. It's just aggravating. And again, it's one of those, I don't ever expect to be one of those YouTubers that, you know, this is my livelihood and stuff. I'm not cool like that. I'm not lucky like that. But I do like putting my content out and having fun and everything. And just discussing stuff. And playing games and chilling. But I will say it's a little discouraging on occasions, especially when, yeah, I think we all feel this at some point. You work really hard on some stuff and you really just want people to look at it. You know, you don't care if you get like good feedback, bad feedback and stuff. You just want people to look at it. And yet nobody would look at it. And it's not even the people choosing not to look at it. It's just the way the dice rolls, the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, okay. Well, you have fun on that. I really do. That August 24th? I'm sorry, not August 24th. Next week to the August 24th. Ah, damn it! I knew I was forgetting something. Donald was hiding it. Yeah, like I said, though, I'm not really going to bore you with all the tedious details of me just frustratingly talking to the AI. I will admit, though, that AI YouTube studio, it's pretty interesting. Oh, seriously? Alright, let me make this go this way. Yeah, we definitely gotta like widen this out. Yeah, the question is, should I do about 3 or 4 wide? We could do about 4 wide. Alrighty. So now let's get this all connected. Yep, I'm gonna have to get rid of that, especially if I want to do 4 wide. Man, why is it conveniently all these little things grow exactly where I need to put my pathways? Conveniently. I'm sure he will, man. I'm sure he will. It's gonna be a long process, but I'm sure he'll be fine. I know it's easier said than done, to be perfectly honest. But I hope all things work out well on y'all's end. Fingers crossed and all that. True, true. That is true. That is something to always worry about, but you never know with these kind of things. You really never know. That's the sucky part about going through treatments and stuff like that. You never know, and of course, everyone's always having to go through statistics, which I mean, you got to, you must. But yeah, it's just one of those prepare for the worst, hope for the best kind of situations, and I really hope the best for y'all in that situation. As messed up as it sounds, do try to have fun with it. I know it sounds messed up, but hear me out. It's a scary situation that y'all are going through right now, and having that type of emotional, like, worrisome vibe of what if, what if, what if. Try to enjoy these moments together that you can, because again, like you said, you don't know. You don't know. And even though this is a scary situation, try to look on the bright side. I know it's easier said than done. I know it sounds kind of messed up, but it's just one of those you don't know. You really don't want your last memory, if something was to happen, to be sadness and depression. Yeah, I mean, you're already gonna feel a lot of that if things go wrong, you know. Now, I'm not saying like throw a party or anything like that, but I am saying try to make it a little bit more enjoyable for your emotions, for your mental stability. Don't try to pretend like it's not happening, but don't let yourself fall into depression, man. Don't do it. That's a hard, hard, hard hole to crawl out of on some days, especially when it's dealing with a loved one. So I do wish you the best and all that. I really do. And I would ask my mom to send prayers. My mom's more the religious person than I am. Actually, no, keep that. Let's just back this up. Yeah, keep it like that. True, true. I mean, losing blood like that could cause problems, but hopefully y'all can at least get everything figured out when it comes to how to do. Let me phrase that. Hopefully the doctors and all that can figure out how to fix all that moving forward. Do I only have just the two? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna have to go to Scrooge's and buy another one of those statues. Well, like I said, I will probably have my mom have to stream up and kind of ask her for a prayer group on that. You know, it's one of those, any little thing helps, you know? And to be frank, I really wish there was something I could do for you. I think the only thing I can do personally is just kind of, you know, be here on the stream for you
Greetings,
guys,
neighbor.
especially in these kind of situations. Now, I understand, so if you need to vent, go ahead and vent and stuff like that. Because, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. You know, I know, like, well, a lot of YouTubers, you know, they try not to, you know, try to get all emotional and stuff, and then talk about, you know, their problems and stuff. Which, I mean, fair point. You don't want a lot of people prying into your personal lives here. But sometimes a little venting does help. A little, you know, just getting some stuff off your chest helps. Like that saying from Rick and Morty from that Unity episode, I'm here if you need to talk. Probably Chris. There we go. Let's see, then move this over here. Now I'm gonna have to buy more of these too. Damn it, if I would have known that, I would have bought some at Scrooge's shop. Actually, no, we'll get rid of the other one I just had my hands on, yeah. Hang on, let me go ahead and hit Chris up, let him know. Alrighty, so I gotta probably move this over here, being that this is more the bigger area. Oh crap, I gotta move some stuff around. Alright, then bring this here. And we'll readjust a lot of that. Probably move that there. Yeah, I would probably move the whale here. Meaning that we really don't use this anymore. Yeah, I think that would make a pretty decent backdrop when I teleport in. Yeah, that is a plus. At least it's not stage 4. At least it's not stage 4. Because once you hit stage 4, most, if not all the time, you really not much you can do. At that point, it's, well, you only have a few months left. And sometimes, I will admit, sometimes, you know, doctors will say that, and by some miracle of God, they will just make it. We don't know how. Like, they'll survive longer than what everybody initially thought they would. But it is a plus side that it's not stage 4. And hopefully they can get everything situated. Like I said, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Alright, to probably a theater here. The square here. Alright. The general basic layout of things. Let's see, probably do like a sauna bathhouse thing over here. Let me remove that. Hey, Chris. How's it going, man? Well, like I said, Willie, just fingers crossed on all of that. Like, seriously, man. Because it sucks. I mean, it really does suck that you gotta be put in that position. But hopefully, just hopefully, like, again, I'm not a religious person myself, but even you know, like I said, I'll ask my mom for prayer groups. I'll say some prayer groups for you and your family on that. Not gonna be a fun journey. It's not gonna be an easy journey, but we're here for you, man. We're here for you. I know kind of what you're going through because I lost my great grandmother actually from cancer. Like years. I'm talking about years and years ago. And it was one of those. She was cancer free, and then it came back, and she was just old and tired, and she was just like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." But we're like, "Mima, you know, you could live a lot longer. I want to go see Claude." That was her last words, at least to me. I want to go see Claude. You know, I know exactly what you're going through. It's gonna be an experience. Not a good experience, but I get it, man. I get it. I'm a little worried about how to do the corner pieces on that. That's good to hear, Chris. I'm glad you're not having a too terribly bad Friday. Hey, it came at a decent time. We're in the middle of working on Thieves, and just having a conversation with Willie about some stuff. Uh, let's go with this, see what happens. Ooh, I may not have enough for that. Yeah, I didn't think so. I was hoping. Um, let's see about this one. That's a no-go either. What about the one without the borders? All right, that doesn't look too bad. The question is, can I bring it over just a smidge? All right, bring this over. Oh, not that far. Alrighty. At least got a good little shape going on. But I'll probably be done with this in about another hour or so. Maybe a little bit less. I don't know. It just depends on how I keep feeling, because, I'll be honest, right now I'm sweltering again. I mean, I can tell, but yeah, I'm like hot as the dickens. And that does not help that I'm covered up, but it's one of those, if I uncover, I give it about 5 minutes before I'm cold again. It also is hot on this side of the house, too. We don't know why, but yeah, in my den, we don't get really good circulation here. On occasions, it just sweltering. Okay, so let me grab. Let me back that up just a bit. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. Definitely gotta make that a bit longer, but the question is, how much longer do I want to go? Probably to. here, maybe. Oh, not what I was trying to grab. Ooh, the question is, do I stick it there? I'm more in the middle. Granted, though, I gotta buy a few more of these anyway, to be frank. Probably about 3 more. Also gotta buy a few more of these as well. So let's go back to Scrooge's shop. Buy some stuff, and then we'll do some voting. If the game doesn't take 10,000 years. Alright. Well, I mean, I was a little worried there for a second, thinking that it was about to revert everything I just did. Because it did that to me a couple of days ago. I'm not going to lie, that's why I haven't really played a lot of decorating this week. Is because I was working on that area that we just wrapped up. And yeah, I got done, backed out of it, went, all right, let me take a look. And everything I put down after 20 minutes, gone. Just gone.
Max is doing okay without me.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm not dealing with it today.
Good day, dear.
Luckily, though, I think about like 3 or 4 days later, I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and finish this.
Greetings, neighbor.
Furniture. Probably about 3 more so we can have like a square. And with these, let's just go with 8. No, wait, hang on. 9, because we already have 1 out. Definitely need a few more of these. And on the safe side, let's go ahead and grab a few more of these. Alright, hopefully that will help us for now. Pie is over. But like I said, let's sit down and do some voting. Hopefully we get some good pictures today. I'm not really impressed with these, so skip. Okay, I like that one. And that's inside of Sadness house, so we'll go left. Oh, this one's cute. A little risky, but it's cute. Oh, this one's adorable as well. Kind of a futuristic thing. Yeah, we'll go left. Because again, this one's just going to be different from our per-usual judging, being that vast majority of people just did not have a clue on what to do for this week, which, fair enough, fair enough. We'll go left. Oh, that's adorable. This one's alright, but I like right. Oh, that's cute what you do with your buckets. That's adorable. And this one is of E's place. Okay. Yeah, we'll go left. Pandora, why are you running over here like you done something wrong? The cat just ran underneath my chair like she's done something wrong. Like, I just saw her. I just saw she just came swiftly around like she's done something wrong. Do I need to go check on Corky's food? Make sure your fat ass didn't eat it? Not really feeling these photos, so skip. Oh, that one's cute. Yeah, we gotta keep an eye on Pandora. She's, been having some pukey problems recently. We'll go right. We don't know why, but it's just like when it came to this like gravy bits we gave her, she just would gorge herself and then just throw up. So we had to go back to this like sensitive tummy and hair diet for her. Sometimes she likes it, sometimes she doesn't. That one's cute though. And I'm gonna be frank, I don't know what's going on in this photo. So we'll go left. Okay, cute, cute. And this one's nice too. Yeah, I'll go left. I like left. Oh, this is lovely. I love what you've done with the spacing. Especially with all the memory orbs. That's cute. This one's pretty cute too, but I like left. Alright, this one's nice. And this one's cute. But I like right. I like that now. That looks very, very stunning. And this one's cute, but I gotta give it a left. Ah, you went with a museum setup. Alright, that's adorable. Love what you done with your horse. Cute, but we're gonna give it the left. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, let's go right. And this one's nice too. A lot going on. I love it though. Yeah, but I think I'll go right again. I like this little setup now. This one's cute. Yeah, we'll go left. Oh, very simple photo, but this one's cute too. Alright, and one more. I love what you've done with your table with the crystal. That's pretty neat. go right on that. Very nice, very nice. Some great photos. I'll probably do a bit more voting near the end of the stream as per usual. But very nice photos. But like I said, with this week being that a lot of people didn't know what to do, as long as it looks like you put some effort into your photos and it looks good, I'll give you a vote. You know what, real quick before we start decorating, because I still got to clean up and I have no room in my pockets. Let me go drop some stuff off. Oh, no, not that one. I thought I had some, or did I put that up conveniently? I think I put it up conveniently. Alright, a few more I gotta put up. I say, where are my shrimp at? There we go. And also, I know it's not supposed to go in here, but I do not know where my electric eels are at either. I'm sure it's in one of the empty spaces. Alright, now so let me do myself a favor, because these have been in my pockets for a minute. I'm still working on some stuff at Wish Blossom Ranch, trying to 100% it. And you know, one of the things is grow a certain amount and sell a certain amount. So I've been going a little crazy on that. I think my Bumblestone's in here. No, I know. I don't want to pet Figaro. Okay, so it was in here. It's just I don't have any more Bumblestone. Okay, that threw me off for a second. I need to also drop. that should give us some good amount of room to work with to clean up if we gotta move some stuff around. Alrighty.
It's wonderful.
Okay, let's go ahead and put these out. Now, let's see if we can't get a good measurement going on here. Move all this over here. Just a bit more. And let me guess. So the bush and the tree would be in a way, but I like the symmetry that's going on here. I think I may have to center that a little bit more. Actually, what if I bring these over by a bit? Just a wee bit more. Damn it, why don't you grab the top too? There we go. There we go. I think it's about as good as we're gonna get it when it comes to symmetrical here. All right, let me grab those seeds. Now, what pathway do I want to make this? Yeah, we could go back with this, but I kind of want to use that for some stuff over there. I don't know about that because I'm not necessarily liking it all the way around. What if we did it more like in the middle, but without the borders? Now, see, that looks real clean. I like that now. Oh, no, I was trying to go down. All right, that looks really clean. I like that. Oh, no, that's real nice. Alrighty, let's grab some other bushes. We can't do symmetrical because of how the trees are. You know, somebody on Reddit made a good point about this. They said something about, I really wish you could mirror stuff. And I agree. I really agree on that. I really wish you could, because if I could mirror this over here, we could probably do the same thing here, but because I can't, we either have to scrap the whole idea, or I turn this around like this, which I don't know how I feel about that. Sorry about that. I didn't think y'all want to hear me cough. Yeah, that ain't happening. Now let's leave this open. Oh, I should have bought 4 instead of 3. Actually, to be frank, I should have bought 6. I put one here, one here. Actually, I know I threw a couple out here, yeah. Okay, I like that. Not very symmetrical, but it's nice. Alrighty. Oh wait, I know exactly what tree. Nah, that's a bit much. I was thinking maybe a cute little tree in the middle would do us, but that's a bit much. Oh crap. Guess I really didn't move it. Thought I did. This doesn't look too bad. I like it. I like the direction it's going. Alright, let's see if we can't fix that. We'll come back to that in a bit. because I do like the idea that I was going with when it came to this movie idea. Actually, let me put all that back. Alright, not all that now. Or should I do it the other way? Yeah, something like that. That looks good. Go ahead and chunk that. Although this may be a bit small. You know? Oh, I can't squeeze that in. Nope, I can. It would just be at a weird angle. I can always bring it back, can't I? You know what? Let's try this way. Actually, let's rotate that. Yeah, more like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. What's up? What you do? Are we sure it was Corky and not Pandora? Reason why is literally about 10 minutes ago, she came running on in here. Ah, okay then. Because again, I saw Pandora, like, she scurried on in here, and even I made a comment about that, going, do I need to go check on Corky's food? Ah, so plot twist. Pandora came to snitch on Athena. I was wondering, because she never scurries underneath me like that unless she's in trouble. Okay, can't scoot that over necessarily, but actually, why am I turning it that way? Everybody else is turned inwards. I mean, that makes sense. The plants, but let's go ahead and just manually move all this over. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good. Because again, I like this setup I initially had over there. That was really, really cute. Alright, then we can put like a backstage area. I don't know how I want to do this backstage area, to be frank. It's a tiny little area to work with, but I'm sure we could figure something out. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I should put the pathway or just leave it as is. I mean, frank, I think the pathway may spruce it up a bit. No, how is that even connected? There we go. Well, so like, how's that even connected? They're not even connected. Let me bring that back a bit. Yeah, there we go. This is one of those, we don't need it all the way around, actually. So let me take a bunch of this back. There we go. And then... Alright, I'm gonna have to do 2 here. Alrighty. I was like, can I bring this back? Yes, I can. Alright, that's looking pretty good so far. Yeah, making sure that everything that needs to be covered is covered. And I think I did a pretty good job. Trying to save just a bit of my pathways, you know? Alrighty. That doesn't look too bad. It's a good little starter. Alrighty. Actually, I don't know. I'm debating on whether or not I want to put it here or use it over here. Mainly because I feel like something will look real good here in the middle, but I don't want to make it overly too big where it blocks off all this here. Because, you know, this is like a big old focal point. So I don't know. Yeah, go down. I don't know. I'll have to put that like way down here. I think I gotta bring it back. I was looking at the measurements. I'm like, something's just not right here. I think I gotta bring it back a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. I hate that these fences actually cost spaces, unlike the other one. Or technically the other ones. Oh, the measurements just don't seem right. Oh no, let me walk on over and take a look. Alright, come on, game. Don't screw me on this one. I'll be frank, I don't even know what I want to necessarily do in this area. Because my assumptions, either it's going to be a sauna to go with the bathhouse or something like that. You know, just something that goes with the bathhouse. Or I can make it like a little get-together thing over here. But I was maybe going to try to do like a rec center here in this little corner. Or over here. I'm just worried that there's nothing really going on over here, though. I'd always fill this in with a pathway. know. I'm stumped. I'm really stumped on this one. 'Cause so far, the rest of this is coming together pretty alright. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Like I said, I'm gonna figure out something I can stick here. I gotta find like a skinny tree or something that will look great in the middle, but not avert our eyes from the backdrop. Nothing's really standing out at the moment, though. Of course, you got that, but that's too distracting. Not this gazebo, but the gazebo is an option. Mm, what gazebos do I have besides that one? I got the spooky one, the normal one. Yeah, I think that's about my options there. Yeah, we got the spooky one, the normal one, the fairy one, and then of course the sea one. Damn, we don't have like any like Greek-like gazebos besides this one. I mean, this was not too bad, being that it is, it's tall, something in the middle. I just hate that this is not symmetrical. I'm looking at it like, oh, this is not symmetrical. I don't know, I'm probably gonna definitely play around with this. Mainly just because I want to get it symmetrical to a degree. But let's do a little bit of voting. We'll log off for today because I'm kind of stumped on a couple of these. Like, it's coming together. It is coming together. It's just, I don't know exactly what to do over there with the bathhouse, like I said. And then this, I got to center this because this doesn't look too bad from like this angle. It's like, oh, this is nice. This is lovely. Then you back out. And you can obviously see it's not really symmetrical at all. Yeah, let's do a bit of voting. I'll wrap up for today. Yeah, I like left. I think that was nice. Oh, your little theme park. That's cute. Yeah, this one's adorable. Go left. I don't know why. I just like that one. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Very simple, but cute. This one's adorable, but I like right. I like the concept. It's cute. Oh, yeah, that's another gazebo I have. That one. Yeah, this is adorable, so I'll go right. I. 'Cause. 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 'C Oh, beautiful little room. Oh, that's cute now. All the fireworks and the glitter. Yeah, we want to go left. I like that. Oh, that's cute. That's really adorable. Oh, this one's lovely. I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna go left though. Cute. So we'll go right. Oh, all the flowers. Flowers for days. Flowers for days. And this one's nice. Yeah, we'll go right. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, cute, but we'll go right. Oh, I like that now. I really do. And beautiful. We'll go right. Alright, we'll do about 3 more and then wrap up for today. Not feeling that. Not feeling that. Not feeling those. Eh. Gonna be honest, not really feeling these two either. That's a lovely photo. And that's a random selfie, so left. Yeah, skip. And both of these are adorable. Yeah, we'll go left. And one more. I'm not feeling those. This one's very simple, but you went with the art direction again. So that one's cute. We'll go left. Alrighty. Some good photos this time around. Hopefully, we'll do pretty well when it comes to Wednesday. But let's start wrapping things up for today because we hit that 2-hour marker. So I hope everybody who has watched, is watching, will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody's a fantastic and wonderful night. And guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying not my Infinity Nikki content. Yeah, I'm still in Thursday mode. If you enjoyed my Disney Dreamlight content or any of the other fun, fantastic things I've done here on the channel, you know what to do. You know the previews, drill, and all that fun jazz. And hopefully I catch y'all back here yet again for another wonderful episode here on the channel.